Who doesn't like to celebrate their birthdays? Or I would say, who doesn't like to have a day which is wholly and solely dedicated to themselves? For whatever reasons, if you're not celebrating your birthday, then it's of no significance to you. But I believe that for most of us, it is a day where we acknowledge it, we celebrate it, and we enjoy it. It is a joyous and happy moment day for us. Hello everyone, I'm Psychic Medium Parul Khanna, and I welcome you all back to my channel. And I want to thank you, each one of you, and especially the new subscribers. A big thank you to you all for joining me. So what happens, or what should we do when it's a birthday of a loved one who's passed away, who's in heaven? Do we still wish them nonetheless? Or is it a birthday celebration posthumously? Or is it like a heavenly birthday, like it's mentioned on the social media platforms? Is it even appropriate to celebrate? Because with every birthday, you grow old. You grow 1 year older. But the spirits after death, they are not aging. They are not growing older. So is it appropriate to celebrate their birthdays? And that brings us to another question. And that is, do spirits celebrate their birthdays in heaven? So the answer to that is, the spirits do not celebrate their birthdays in heaven. But that does not mean that they don't celebrate it at all. They do, but they do it with you here in the physical world, with their loved ones on earth. Do you wonder now why they don't celebrate their birthdays in heaven when the spirit leaves the physical body? Well, you have to understand that they don't take their age with them when they leave the physical body. For example, if your grandmother died at the age of 80 and you celebrate her birthday after 20 years, that doesn't mean that she is now 100. She's neither 80 nor 100. The moment death happens, they just leave or they quit aging. That is only for our world, their life on earth. And they don't carry that age with them to heaven. So they don't age anymore, and the spirit is eternal. It goes there for eternity and it lives for eternity. So time is totally irrelevant for them. And as this is the concept, there's no time, so there's no birthdays being celebrated there. We have to understand it through a soul's perspective. So you have to understand that while our life on earth, when we get it, when we incarnate, then we are here to learn lessons, to face challenges, to create memories and share love and fulfill our destiny. And to do that every year when we age, when we celebrate our birthday, it's like achieving a milestone in our lives, because during that year we have done many things or accomplished many things, and it's like we did it in this year and then we move to the next year. So it's a milestone achieved. But for the spirit, when you are in the spirit form, when you leave your physical body, there's no concept of time and there is no need for them. They don't age, so they don't celebrate. They don't celebrate their birthdays. They don't celebrate their anniversaries. They don't celebrate any milestones that like how we do it. So for them, it is like not celebrating it at heaven, but they do celebrate your milestones, but they do celebrate your birthdays. And they are there with you on these special days because it means a lot to them, because they leave everything while going to the spirit world. They leave everything here, including their bodies. The only thing that they carry with them is pure love in their hearts and loads of memories shared with their loved ones on earth. Your loved ones in heaven, they really want to see you grow. They want to see you accomplish a lot of things in your life, to be happy and to progress on your life's journey. To attend a birthday on earth with their family here is no problem for them, because without the physical body, they are able to move very fast. They can be just here and there in a flicker of a second. So it doesn't bother them that to come. They would love to come here on the birthdays, on the any occasions for that matter of fact. But when somebody dies in the family, then the members left behind, For them, it is very difficult, very painful. Their absence is felt more on any occasions like birthdays or anniversaries, whether it is birth anniversary or death anniversary, and matter of fact, anything. But the spirits in heaven, they don't want you to be sad. They don't want you to be sad at all on these days, especially. They want you to remember them with lots of happy memories and to celebrate those days happily, taking their names, talking to them so they feel like they're a part of you on that occasion. They're a part of that occasion and they're amongst you. So they don't want you to feel sad. They, in fact, want you to celebrate those occasions happily. Your loved ones in heaven, they celebrate many birthdays. How? Because they're celebrating everybody's birthday who is left behind on earth. They have many people to celebrate their birthdays with, so they're always celebrating, and it's like actually a fun space in heaven also, a lot of celebration and enjoyment, because they're always celebrating one or the other birthday every now and then. But not just in heaven, they're celebrating it here on earth with their family members, with their loved ones. If you are thinking how to celebrate a loved one's who's in heaven, his or her birthday, then you should think, how would I do, or what would I do when they were alive to celebrate their birthdays? And you will get your answers. Whatever they liked, you can do that. And on the other hand, to celebrate your birthday when the spirit comes through, for them to celebrate, they also think how to celebrate, how what my loved ones on earth would like to know or do on their birthdays. So each of your birthday is a special occasion, not just for you, it's for the loved ones in heaven too, because they will be coming for the celebrations. So it's a big deal. It's a very big deal. You can celebrate it like a double birthday, of double enjoyment, double happiness, and double fun, because it's a day for both of you to remember each other. It's a day when you run through your memories of all those loving moments or birthdays in the past you've celebrated together while their life on earth. So it's a very special day for you and for them. And, who cares what anybody else thinks? Well, you're just going to set up a beautiful birthday celebration with your loved ones in heaven. You can always do that, irrespective whether you throw a party or you do it all alone. So generally, how would you like to celebrate your birthday? We mostly feel that we expect some gifts from our family, like our parents, our kids, our siblings, our relatives, and we feel very happy when we get those gifts on our birthdays. And the other way is like with your friends, maybe going out for a small gathering, get together, or a lunch or a dinner and wish you. Or with your office colleagues, when at least for them to acknowledge your birthday or get you flowers or something. So we all feel good when we celebrate our birthdays like that. So, how do you want your loved one in spirit to celebrate your birthday? Do you have any expectations? Well, you can sit quietly, kind of ground yourself, sit comfortably and think or meditate and ask them to send you a sign in the form of a flower or anything on your birthday as a gift. Or they can, kind of make you their presence felt in some way, maybe a voice in your ear, taking your name or something. You can ask them to do all that and probably you'll get it. But irrespective whether you ask them anything or not, whether they show up all these signs or not, but they are there, they are available and attending your birthday parties, and birthdays with you. And sometimes, there have been certain people in your life who have been absentee on your birthdays. Now if they are in heaven, it is their chance, it's their time to attend your birthdays, and they do it willingly and very happily. So spirit is always wanting to celebrate, so you should include them on your birthdays as well. Some people ask me, which days are more important to the spirit? Is it their birthdays, or is it their transition days? Well, guess, and you guessed it right. Hands down, it's their birthdays. You know, if every spirit wants to remember everything good that they have lived here, or every moment spent here happily. They want to be remembered with that. They don't want us to be sad on transition days, because birthday is a celebration of life, that they have led here, that they have lived here. And they would very much like to acknowledge it and relive it with your memories and the memories that they have carried with them to heaven. So they're very happy enjoying birthdays. But the transition days is mostly when you are remembering somebody's going. It's like a celebration of loss, not exactly a celebration. It's like remembrance of loss, which, and that makes you very sad, and they don't like it. They don't like to see you sad, because for them they are very much alive in afterlife. They are very much here in spirit with you. They are not gone, so they don't want you to be really sad on these remembrance days or transition days, their transition day. So they would like you to celebrate your birthdays and forget their transition days. And if you're celebrating, if you're not forgetting, then at least think of it as their new life day in heaven. So not to just that they have gone on that those days, but they have taken, got a new life in afterlife. You can think it like this. Or otherwise, don't think too much about the transition days and become sad. They don't like it. They want you to forget that. And they just love happy moments. So they love to celebrate all birthdays with you happily. If you wish to celebrate the birthday of a loved one in heaven, then the best way to do is to remember how you both would have loved to do that while they were still here alive on earth. What they would have loved to do on their birthdays, or how you would have celebrated their birthdays based on their choices. And usually it's very simple things like sharing a meal together, a favorite meal, or going to a favorite place or a favorite spot, or buying something which they liked while they were still here. So these are some of the things which are very basic, but it gives them a lot of happiness. And there are other things too that can be done. What can you do? You can, one, celebrate it the way they would have celebrated, or they used to celebrate their birthdays while they were still alive here on earth. Like getting together with family and friends for a meal, or their go-to meal, whichever they liked most, their favorite dishes, their favorite cakes, what kind of flavor they liked. Book, you can prepare that, either bake a cake or buy a cake that day for them. And do any other activity which they would have loved to do on their birthdays. Like, I still remember in a reading quite some time back, there was a child who had passed away, and the mother, every birthday of that child, she would go to a toy store and buy lots of toys, lots and lots of toys, and just gift it to other kids around, or gifted to the school that he used to go to. So just to celebrate, because he loved buying toys, and that's what his mother always remembered him with. So she used to do that for him on every birthday. And there was another instance where in a reading I realized, and I came to know that the wife, after the husband's death, the husband used to like coffee. He was really fond of good coffee. So she would go to nice cafes and randomly on his birthday just go buy, and people sitting there, she would buy coffee for them, and it'll make those people those customers there, people sitting there, very happy to get a coffee, free coffee. And it would also make the cafe very, very happy, because they would have extra sales that day suddenly. So people celebrate it like this also for their loved ones in heaven. It depends. You can just do anything that they liked on their birth. You can give gifts to their family members, or you can donate some things in their name. That is another way of honoring them or remembering them on their birthdays, or the best way to celebrate their birthdays, so that they cherish these happy memories too after this birthday is celebrated for them. Share their memories and those happy moment stories with others. They would not like anything better than to be remembered on the day, on the special day. If you're celebrating it for them, then they are a part of it anyhow, but they will cherish it when you are remembering them. And in that way, you're honoring them also of their presence, of their being, of their being with you after death also. So that makes them very, very happy. And you can share their pictures with others, relive all those memories, telling stories, every little happy moment you spent, enjoy it with them that day, share it with others, and they will feel very good about it. Visit them either on their memorial sites or visit the places they love to go. They're always favorite places for everybody, so you can try and plan and take a trip those places to just remember them there, remember or relive those moments with them while their life on earth with you. So that'll give them a lot of happiness, that you and they will cherish it a lot. It's like a great gift for them to relive those moments with them, discuss or remember their milestones that they had achieved while their life on earth, or honor their memory in any way that you can. Remember every small bit that made you happy or made them happy. When they used to get excited, what pleased them, just remember, just talk about them within your family, your friends and family, sharing their tiniest of memories, but happy memories, is nothing more they can expect from you for celebrating their birthdays. Create meaningful rituals on their birthdays. How can you do that? You can write a letter to them, you can write a poem for them, you can plant a memorial garden in their memory. And you can do some, symbolic gestures like releasing balloons in the air or lighting a lot of candles for them and just telling them, we are doing it for you, and it'll bring them a lot of happiness. Create a memory jar for them, and every memory that comes to mind, big or small, every happy memory, just write it down on a piece of paper, a chit, and just add it to the jar every time you remember. And let the jar keep filling, and you will see how many happy moments you have lived together. You can engage in random acts of kindness or thoughtful donations, in their memory. Just do, like if your loved one was fond of pets or animals, you can do charity for those organizations which cater to animals. If they were looking after or cared about, for a cause, then donate it for that cause. But you can always do random acts of kindness and donations where it can help other people or help those that they liked, to help while their life on earth. Find comfort in community and celebrate their life. Grief is something that happens after the loss of a loved one, but celebrating that loved one's life with the community, with others, eases that pain and that grief, so that your loved ones in heaven really like it. So when you're doing it, say on a birthday, on their birthdays, or your birthdays, and you ask them that I'm doing it for you, and you get together as a community, talk about them, discuss their life, and celebrate their life moments, it is of immense happiness to them. So technically, it's not a birthday celebration, not exactly the way we say happy birthday and we celebrate that day, but it is more of honoring them and remembering them on that day. As a medium for me, I see the departed souls, and on their birthdays, I like to light some candles and say a prayer for them. It's a somber moment. Even I get teary eyed sometimes, but I feel that it is their birthday and it is worth acknowledging and remembering them by celebrating it, in my world too. So I feel if you do the same, probably it'll give you a lot of happiness and it'll give them happiness too. Thank you all for watching this video and staying with me this whole time. I would like to again remind you before I leave to like this video, please, to share it with everybody who would like to know this, and subscribe. If you have not done it, please do it right away. And do not forget to press the bell icon so we stay connected. I would very much like to stay connected with you all. Thank you.